here on Mike Drop Sports. I'm Jason. That's Sean. What's up, Sean? How are you, my friend?
What's up, brother? I'm doing good, man. Just getting through the day, just cruising, having a good time. How's everybody out there?
We're living a dream. Well, I'm living a dream. I don't know about everybody else. As always, put your stuff in the comments, guys. Let us know what's going on. We're going to talk a little bit of Steelers, talk a little bit of NFL. Glad things are going good down Sean's way in Hawaii. We're just cranking along here on our Friday show, Steel City Live, and good day. One sad thing, though, for the Pittsburgh Steelers that did transpire that we have to, well, we don't have to, but we're going to talk about it, and it's a very sad thing. Former Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker from the 70s, Andy Russell, passed away today at the age of 82. Thoughts for his family. That's a tough loss, losing a guy like Andy Russell. Guy that was a pivotal part of the 1970s teams at linebacker, 1971 team MVP. He meant a lot to those teams, and he was a little bit overshadowed by Jack Lambert, Ham, those guys at linebacker. I thought he had a Hall of Fame type career. I haven't, that's just my opinion after doing some research on him and watching him a little bit. But that's just my opinion. You can't put everybody from the 70s Steelers in the Hall of Fame, I suppose. I guess not, I mean,
Yeah,
shit.
it's always sad when we lose somebody, that was that had such a great contribution to the team and for any team that is. It's just sad when we lose people. It's hard
Yeah,
though.
it sucks, man. No doubt, man. That blows. But good wishes to Andy's family, and what a long life. 82 years old, though. That's good. Living to 82. That's cool.
Wow,
What's up,
yeah, that's a good one.
JD? Yeah, that's long. What's up, JD? Beer Mall's in the house. Armand Patron. I don't know about Russell. He played in the 60s too. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he played it. He played when the team sucked, really bad, and then they started getting good. And I thought that he was a good contributor to that team. Now, guys, I'm not from that era, so my opinion could be skewed. You know what I mean? But just what I thought. Yep, 80 plus though. I'll consider myself lucky if I live past 65 from D. What's up, D? Yeah, me too, Sean. If I make it to 50, I'm going to count my blessings, man. I feel shit. Some days I feel rough, dude.
I don't know about you guys, but I got my eyes set on at least 85, 90. I waited till I was 35 to have my first son, so I got to try to make it as long as I can for my boy. Not that he's going to need me that long. It's just, that's my own selfish needs. I want to be around my boy as much as possible.
I don't blame you, man. Me too. What's up, 24K? Aloha.
What's up, 24K, JD, D? What's up, you guys? I know all your names now. It's awesome.
Yeah, once you start to get a cool core group in there for your live shows, it's pretty neat, man. You start to know people. It has been a fun ride learning everybody's name, figuring out, our screen names most of the time, but still, it's pretty cool. D says he had his first son at 32, and he thought he was old. Man.
Hey, man, I'm not going to lie. My woman was starting to question whether I was capable or not, so I had to show her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I'm 43 and my youngest is 9 years old. So I had my son, 33 years old or so. So yeah, we were a little older for sure. I didn't think we were having any more kids. I fixed that shit though. We ain't never having another kid now. I
Yeah.
fixed it. I took that upon myself. I took a hit for it there.
Like guaranteed ain't gonna happen again. Mark my words.
No fruit from these loins will ever make it out into this world again, and that's probably a good thing, boys and girls, for sure.
Hey,
what's that? You're poking fun and finally took things serious. I get it. I didn't get it at first, D. I was like, oh, I didn't get that, and then I got it after a while.
All of a sudden, it became business. You know what I mean? It's like, well, you doubting me, huh? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So drop the hammer.
So I'm sitting here reading some stuff about the combine, and I was actually, I thought it was interesting. Did you read that the Steelers are talking with Brian Thomas Jr. out of LSU?
Oh no, I didn't see that. I got to bring up the combine news. I hadn't really. I watched some today, but I wasn't like intently watching. I've been doing things around the house all day, so I've been watching it. What position does he play again, Sean?
I think he's a wide receiver. Let me see. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Some receivers. They spoke. They also talked with Troy Franklin out of Oregon. He's another wide receiver.
So they are showing some interest in there, taking some meetings with some of these guys. What's up,
Yeah.
Mark Malone? If it does, she got some explaining to do. You ain't lying, bro. You
Right?
ain't lying there, Mark. No doubt. Beer malls. Couple of my friends had vasectomies at 30. Yeah, I got one, dude. Let me say this before we move into the football stuff real quick. But I got to say this because my vasectomy experience was a freaking wild one for some reason. I went in there, the doctor, I thought it was going to be an inpatient. You go in the doctor's office, they do their deed, they send you home, bag of ice, maybe take a pain pill or something. No, dude, they took me in the operating room and they gassed me, bro. Like I'm talking loaded me up. I was shit faced for like the whole day, even after the surgery. Going into
Damn.
Applebee's with a big bag of ice on my shit, all gorked out, rolling into Applebee's and stuff. I'm like, dude, this is horrible. It was too much. I seen a girl I went to college with that worked at the hospital. And I guess my wife said I yelled across there, yeah, I got my shit snipped. Yeah, in the middle of the hospital.
Bro. Yeah, you were
Hey,
feeling it. You were feeling it.
yeah, man. A little too much. Stephen Carpenter, what's up, man? Here we go. No doubt, brother.
What's up, Steven?
As always, guys, hit that like button for us. And we're going to talk Steelers for a little bit, talk NFL for a little bit. Sorry. I've been liking candy during the live shows so much. Sorry if I crunch in your ear or not, but it definitely, I like it. It gives me a good vibe, man, for sure.
You like
Oh,
that?
there I did it again. What
Okay,
did
where's
I
the
do?
tip jar? You need that jar, bro. $1 each
Dude,
time.
I don't got one here, but man, I did it again, man. I did it again. This
We're
is
gonna
day
get this.
two.
We're gonna get this under control, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna have to. I got to get it under control. I need like a rubber band or something. You like smack yourself. This one isn't tight enough. It was like a thing for a lady that my wife worked with that had breast cancer. So I've been wearing this one for a while. Beer Malls, LOL, dude. My old roommate said the same thing. He was all swollen. Yeah, I was beyond swelled up. But man, they gorked me with the drugs, man, for some reason. I don't know why. I guess it took me hours to wake up from anesthesia. Yeah, it was like a bad situation for me that day.
Whew.
Nathaniel Sampson, what is your favorite candy? I don't know, man. Oh, probably these Tic Tacs, man. That's probably my favorite. But I like lollipops, man. When I coach basketball, I eat a lot of Jolly Ranchers. What about you, Sean? What's your favorite candy in the world? What's your must-have?
Oh my gosh, my favorite candy. I honestly I don't eat candy that much, but when I do, it's locally made. It's we got a Mac nut farm out here, and it's these chocolate covered Mac nuts. And man,
Mm.
they are so good. That's what I usually go to. And it's and they grow like they got cacao trees out here, and that's what you make chocolate with. So we got a lot of people out here making homemade chocolate. It's not processed, come through from Hershey's or anything like that. So those with locally grown macadamia nuts, brother, 2 thumbs up, man. If you guys ever come out to Hawaii, you got to try them.
No doubt. That sounds good. Beer Mall, sorry about the snipping conversation. Don't be sorry, man. We're down for it. Indoor truffles. Oh, Lindor truffles, D says. Those are good too. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit of football. But first, make sure you back out of that live chat and smack the shit out of that like button for us as we dive into our live show here on a Friday. I'm Jason. That's Sean. This is Steel City Live, only brought to you in one place, Mike Drop Sports. So make sure you keep coming back for everyday videos. And we were talking about just getting started here, the combine. Sean had brought up they were talking to some wide receivers, but there are some big things that I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to do. I think they're definitely looking at a couple of positions really, really hardcore, and that one being that I think that there's a good chance that you can see one in the first round, and that is cornerback, guys. Believe it or not, I think it could really be a place that they look inside of those opening first couple rounds. And the Steelers have met or have scheduled meetings with the top 6 cornerback prospects inside of the 2024 NFL draft. And that shows me one thing, that they are definitely interested in this cornerback class, and they are interested and getting a cornerback to pair up with Joey Porter Jr. What are your feelings, Sean, initially when you're hearing these meetings coming out? I know they're nothing definitive, but you're hearing the Steelers maybe showing some interest in that cornerback spot. Would that be something you absolutely hate if they did in the first 2 rounds?
No, I wouldn't hate it. After seeing Corey Trice go down with that injury last year, that was kind of devastating. And, it kind of makes you wonder if he's one of those injury prone guys, and maybe they might want to consider bringing in another one just in case that happens again, because, boy, did that put us in a tough spot through the whole season last year.
Yeah, because I had high hopes for him. I thought he was going to do something big, man. I just thought initially, I was like, man, that kid's going to be nice. We're going to get young. We're going to have the veteran and Patrick Peterson do some things. We're going to have Joey Porter Jr. emerge. We're going to have a young Corey Trice emerge. And I know it was a lofty goal for him to come on and play where he was drafted. But still, you just had that hope, that encouragement that it was going to be a really fun cornerback room. I like Rush, too, a guy that they got from Kansas City. I think he could do good. But you're looking at some of these guys in there, Alabama's Kool-Aid. That dude, that's
Mm.
a fun name, man. Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid. Yeah. Yeah, man, a lot of guys. Uh, yeah, dude, I'm looking at all these guys that they are looking at, and I can say that I couldn't be mad at any of them, man. Quinion Mitchell, I watched him do some combine drills today. Um, he's the guy that I believe what is he Toledo or something? Yeah, I believe that's who he was from. But I watched him do some drills today, and I was watching other cornerbacks do some drills today. When we're paying attention to these drills, I think the one thing that we should be focusing on and that you don't see a lot of in college typically because they play a lot of off ball shit in college. I feel like it just seems that way to me. I may be wrong, but that backup speed, I think that backpedaling speed is something you really need to look at when you're looking at these cornerback prospects. When their ability to backpedal and their ability to twitch in and out of those backpedals, I think that is a big thing to look at because you see Joey Porter Jr. I feel like he does an excellent job of that. Good recovery speed, able to closing speed is what I call it, I guess. I think that would be cool. Any other targets you see, Sean, maybe that they were looking at, any other positions that they may have been interviewing other than the wide receiver spot?
Well, I mean, like Beermall says right here, who are those Oregon guys, Sean and Jason? Think they got a center and a cornerback that looks great. And, me being a Ducks fan, yeah, his name is Kyrie Jackson. And, yeah, he's a pretty phenomenal cornerback, and maybe they'll show some interest in him. If they're looking into cornerbacks, Kyrie Jackson was a good one, brother.
You are an Oregon fan, and I always forget that. What are your thoughts initially on Bo Nix out of Oregon?
Honestly, I am an Oregon fan. I liked watching Bo Nix, but I don't think Bo Nix would be a good fit for the Pittsburgh Steelers system. He tends to lack a little bit of arm strength. He kind of reminds me of Kenny Pickett a little bit. He really does. He likes to hit his checkdowns a lot, and they rely a lot on that scheme that they run in Oregon, which is nothing like in Pittsburgh. It's a lot of running. You might even see some wildcat, and you're not going to see that in Pittsburgh. So to sum it up, I don't think Bo Nix would be a good fit in Pittsburgh. I think maybe he should go somewhere else. Maybe Chicago, maybe.
You don't think he would be good at the play action with Arthur Smith and things of that nature? More of like he should probably be like an RPO type guy.
If I guess he'd be okay to bring in and maybe try to teach him the system and maybe learn that new offensive scheme. But, like I say, he does lack that deep ball threat. And I feel like we've been needing that ever since Big Ben left. And we don't see that we see some with Mason. And that's what I'm hoping that Mason sticks around and he gets a chance to go out there and earn that spot. But no, yeah, he just lacks the arm strength, bro. Too many checkdowns. He's a little scared in the pocket, if you ask me.
Well, there you go, guys. That's a guy that watches that team, so he would probably know. It's more difficult for us guys out here on the West Coast anyway. D asked me what happened to me in the chat. I don't know what happened. It got deleted. I have no clue. Who knows? It might have been a glitch or something, but no big deal. I ain't worried about it. I have no clue, D. Yeah, I just wanted to make one comment of you just brought up Mason there, Sean. Why is it all of a sudden there's people that say Mason Rudolph is nothing but a second string quarterback or a third string quarterback? Okay, you can say that. But if you took Mason's name out of the whole equation and you took Kenny's name out of the whole equation, whatever, and you said the Pittsburgh Steelers were going to have a quarterback on the roster in 2024 that for 4 weeks at the end of the season during the playoff push, that you're going to have the guy that was rated as the top statistical quarterback during that time on your roster for the following season. Would you hate that without any names in there? Would you be pissed off that you were going to have that guy on the roster and calling him a second teamer?
I think it's a slap to his face for sure. I mean, like you said, he was statistically the best quarterback in the whole NFL out of all 32 teams the final 4 weeks of the season when he stepped in. And yeah, I think it's ridiculous. People are trying to judge him off what they've seen in the past. They're not opening their eyes and seeing what he developed into somebody else. Like he really he sharpened the edges, if you will.
And he wasn't even bad. He wasn't even bad when he first come in.
Right.
I got a comment. Somebody said he was benched for Devlin Duck Hodges. What about the injuries and shit like that Mason had? Come on, there was a lot more variables. That's all I can say.
It was, a series of unfortunate events, including the Myles Garrett incident, which I felt like was the straw that broke the camel's back. That kind of that really set him back, bro.
Yeah. I mean, shit, come on, man. In 2019, he played in 10 games. He passed for 62% completion rate, like 1,700 yards, 13 TDs, 9 interceptions. It's just not bad. 2023 played in 4 games, 74 attempts, 55 completions. That's a 74% completion rate for 719 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. This is during the regular season. These stats, come on.
Wow.
Like, what the hell? I don't know, man. It's just crazy to me.
It is to me too.
Stats right now.
He really sharpened his edges. I like what I saw from him, man, last year. That was great. I'd like to see more. I want to see more.
Stephen Carpenter's still sticking with TJ Tampa from Iowa State. I can't argue with you there, buddy. Seems like a good one. Beer Malls. I'm more concerned about the defensive secondary. I'd like the secondary too. I would take a cornerback. Yes, sir. Scan the top 10 cornerbacks as they had a couple. I think the Steelers would be wise to take one.
Yeah.
Ava Grace. She's the top Steelers fan. So we'll call you the top G of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ava, that's your new name. Top G. Beer Malls. I'm going to look at him. Carpenter. Ava Grace. I love the Steelers. Okay. 24K. Oh, now you're spamming the chat. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I dropped something. All right. Don't spam the chat. We get you. We know you miss them. Don't spam it, though. We get you love the Steelers. But 24K. Hey, guys, do you think the fact that the Steelers keep saying that they want Mason back helps him with other teams possibly? I think that it could increase his clout, man. I do think that that's going to happen. I don't know, though. I've had people in the chat today in comments saying that Mason isn't going to get any real offers from any other teams, that nobody's going to offer him anything above a couple $1 million. Nobody's going to do this or that. We haven't even hit free agency. We don't know what anybody's going to offer him. I mean, honestly, just predictions. Do you think he's not going to get any other offers, Sean? Come on.
I think he's got to get something, man. The guy went out there and proved to other teams that he can go out there and get it done. I would be shocked if he didn't get if he went another season without another offer. But let's hope that he doesn't, just for my own selfish reasons of wanting him to stay in Pittsburgh.
D, I was talking to D earlier a little bit in the chat or in the comments, and he was saying that Mason said on one of the shows that he had some offers, maybe verbally. And I think you were right, D. I think it's probably more of like because Mason Rudolph is a stand-up dude. He ain't going to go out there and lie to anybody. Yeah, he didn't have any formal offers, but I think he probably had teams showing some interest, talking to his agent, talking to him, and that kind of shit, to where it was like, yeah, he was getting a little bit of interest, but maybe not formal offers. That's where I think that was. But still, that equates to no offers, I guess, and I agree. That's what I said to D. I had said, yeah, I don't think he got any offers at all. And then he brought up that show, and yeah, Mason did say that on that show. So, oh well. Hopefully he does get some offers. Jackson, my son just asked to be a moderator. No. That's a great point. Big G said, Beer Malls, I'm oblivious on college. Sorry, guys, my chat's going messed up. Sean, if you see any comments, go ahead. Jackson Jacobs, my son, don't spam the chat. I see you putting emojis in there. You got to get these kids reeled in. I should have never let him come on here, Sean. I should have never let him do it.
Yeah, we could fill you guys in on any questions you have about the draft or upcoming players in college. If you don't follow them that much, yeah, we can try, and if not, we can look into it for you. We got our devices here. We can look stuff up as we go on the fly. We do that. We kind of just we wing it here. We're winging it.
Mm-hmm. JD brings up the best stat of all of them. JD says hi, Jackson. But anyway, JD brings up the best statistic out of all of them. 8, 4, and 1 as a starter during times of injury, during times of getting, I don't know, maybe benched, I guess, for Doc or something like that. But 8, 4, and 1 with limited opportunities. That's a pretty damn good statistic, and I like it. There you go.
Yeah,
And 13 NFL starts.
He's solid, man. He's solid.
That's solid to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
have that record in, whatever, week 13. You're in a playoff spot. I'll take it. And the guy will push the ball down the field. And the guy's not afraid to freaking throw the shit around the yard. He's not going to sit there and be like, oh, man, I don't want to throw an interception. I don't want to get benched. Mikey T, Daddy T might be mad at me. Dude,
he stands in that pocket with poise and he fires it with confidence, man. That's all you can ask for with these guys. They don't want him tiptoeing around the pocket and running around scared. That's not what you don't want.
He's 6'5", 235 pounds. That man's going to stand in that pocket and sling that shit around, dude.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We got little yeah. I wanted to respond to that. Is Russell Wilson a better quarterback right now, or is Justin Fields that guy? Well, Justin Fields is the guy for Atlanta because that's where he's going. He's going to Atlanta. He's going to be playing for the Falcons. And Russell Wilson, the guy's he's on the downhill slope in his career. He's not trying to get a big paycheck. He's already been paid. He's already went out and sacrificed his body for other teams. He's going to be injury prone, and we need a young quarterback in Pittsburgh. We can't be going to these older guys.
Sean thinks older guys are going to be injury prone. Hell, we got a younger guy too. He's injury prone. His name's Kenny Pickett, but you're right, Sean. Older guys, it's just a natural thing. You're getting older. You're going to be, everybody ain't Tom Brady. Not at all. In my eyes. Shit. All right, guys. Get through some of the chats here. Sorry, guys. I've been eating my sucker. Bear 91. Who y'all got first round? That's last round. Oh, first round and last round. Cornerback, center, or tackle in the first round. And in the last round, I have them taking Carter Bradley, quarterback, South Alabama. That's what I have them taking. That's just my picks.
You know what? If Jackson Powers Johnson is around at pick 20, that's who they're going to take. That's my opinion. They're going to take that center.
Hey, man, I hope it's going to be one of them, tackle, center, or cornerback. That's my theory. Beer balls, get your popcorn ready, Jason Jr. Yeah, he is Jason Jr. You guys, that kid does look like me, man. I can't get rid of him. I couldn't sell him off for sure. He looks like me too much. I couldn't say he isn't mine. All right, guys. All right. Let me bring up my other chat. Make me a moderator. Jackson Jacobs quit. These kids. But anyway, we'll keep going here. Beer Malls think Mason will window shop, but he's got the fan base behind him in Pittsburgh. Yeah. Fan base, players. I mean, coaches, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully, What more do you need?
Yeah.
I don't know what else you need to see from that guy. I really don't. To get a chance, I'm not saying you go out and sign a dude to, a 5-year, $260 million max type deal here in the NFL. Making $50 million a year. I'm not saying you do that shit, but the guy deserves a damn chance, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, how do y'all feel about Rodgers' switch from the Packers? I think that it was a wise one because Jordan Love was ready. Jordan Love needed to play. He's younger, and he's going to eventually be pretty good. I'm not saying he'll be Aaron Rodgers level, But Aaron Rodgers, he's another example of an older quarterback. He got his Achilles ruptured right there, game one. You know,
Wow, yeah, that was right. That was
you know.
sad.
Oh,
That's what I'm
great
afraid
team
of too.
news.
You bring in
What's
these
that?
older
Go ahead.
quarterbacks. Yeah, I'm just saying that's a great example. An older quarterback ran out the tunnel and tore his heel up real good just by
Yeah,
running out the tunnel.
yeah. First play, man. Done. See ya. Goodbye. Have a nice night. Great
What's
T
up?
News says Shador will be a top 10 pick next year. I think you might be right, Great T. Go ahead, Sean. What were you looking at?
I was just gonna say, what's up, throat puncher? I saw him in the chat. What's up, buddy?
Oh, what's up, throat puncher? How are you, my friend? Sorry, guys, I'm looking over here because I can see the chat better, and I don't have to try to sort through the phone shit that keeps going crazy all over the place. JD, do you guys notice that these young players coming in the league are all about money and don't care about anything else? What do you think about that, Sean?
I think it's true. It's kind of sad that well, not in a way. It is a business. They're trying to get
Yeah,
paid just like everybody is, and they want to do the best they can for their families, and I understand that. But once you start bringing that drama out onto the field when it's game time, that's when I have an issue with things.
yeah. I think you need to have a level of maturity as a professional, and I think JD hits on that right there. They do probably care about the money, and I get that, and I miss the days of people really giving a shit about football, and you do still have some of those guys. But I think too that is bred into your locker room too. I think if you have a coach that's getting you excited, getting you fired up, you're going to want to run through a wall for him, and I think you're going to really care about the football that you're playing, care about your teammates, and I think that that's all about environment, and I really do think that. And you see these teams that are always in the bottom of the rankings, teams that never are any good really. They always have trouble going on. Those are the teams that they have a bad environment. That's just the way it is, and it
Yeah,
won't get better until it's fixed. That's at least my take. Jaden Daniels will be a Raider. I don't know about that.
a Raider,
Oh,
huh?
he could. He could because he has a super good relationship with Antonio Pierce, the new head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. Throat puncher, I'm great. Good for you, man. Glad you cut the show, man. Mr. Balls. No, come on, dude. All right, little Yaya. If by some miracle we pull some amazing trade, would you be opposed to us Steelers drafting Jaden Daniels? I love him as a quarterback. No, I wouldn't be opposed to it. If they want to go out and get a quarterback and that's what they're going to go all in for, then good. Go all in for it. Do it. Um, there is right here. I'm going to bring up an article. What do you think about that, Sean? If the Steelers were to just put a big monster trade package together, go out and get a quarterback, but that means they're not going to have maybe a second round pick this year or a third round or, a future first round. Are you all about that or would you just kind of stand pat, man?
Man, I would probably just stand pat. I don't think I think it's a mistake going out and getting a big name for a quarterback right now. When you got Kenny Pickett, when you got Mason Rudolph potentially, wanting to battle it out in there. You want to. I guess if you do get a quarterback, you want to bring him in. Don't go for the biggest name in the draft. Try to find somebody that maybe you can help develop into something that you're looking for, or something along
Mm-hmm.
those lines. And Jaden Daniels, this is my own opinion on him. To me, he just seems like a slim build to where like kind of like an RG3, you hit him and he's probably going on
Yeah.
the sideline. I've never felt like that guy is the answer. I feel like he's going to be one of those guys that can't take a big hit. He's going to be injured a lot.
Yeah.
But
I
then
don't
again,
know enough about him.
me either. I'm just saying this is just my opinion from what I've seen just
Mm,
on highlight reels. College is one thing, but when you step into the NFL, it's a whole different monster, as you guys already know. And sometimes these
yeah.
college guys got to find out the hard way.
Yeah. It's such a gamble, guys. This draft is such a gamble. Let's all face it. This is the biggest gamble there is, man. It's like playing the lottery because you don't know how any of these guys are going to pan out. There are some that are going to be good and they do end up being good, but you don't know how 95% of these guys are going to pan out at the next level.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. We just don't know. And it's hard for us to sit here and analyze it and look at it. And it's just like, you're just trying to take as best educated guess as you can.
And
Um, Go ahead.
yeah, and I'm not saying he's not a baller. Great T news. I I think he's awesome. But I'm just saying, he's just one of those guys that I'd be iffy about. I like a bigger build quarterback. I got spoiled with watching Big Ben, shake defenders off him and extending plays, and that's the kind of quarterback I personally would be looking for myself if I had any say so in any of it. But yeah,
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels for sure, baller, 100%, brother.
Somebody's saying Baker Mayfield. I don't mind Baker Mayfield right now either. 24K says when Russell was still in Seattle, he was mad at one of their top receivers and froze him out for 4 games. Didn't throw him the ball once. That's not the kind of guy he would. No, I don't like Russell Wilson. I like his athleticism early. I just never have liked him as a person. That's just me.
True,
Mm.
true that.
What's Roberta Campbell? What's up, Roberta? Sorry, if I was one of those top teams that would be looking for a QB, I would pass on Caleb. He seems to be already a future headache, and actually, sooner the later, he seems a diva type already. That's another thing, guys. Look at the environment these kids grow up in now. Social media environment, diva environment, spoiled as hell, and we're the adults, so we're probably to blame for a lot of it. But look at that, man. Some of these guys are instant headaches, man. And I think that that's what these meetings are for, Sean. When you're meeting with these guys, this is where you need to identify whether a guy is a quality kid, man, a quality guy that's not going to be a headache. That's where you need to try to identify it. Do you think that these meetings at the combine are probably the most important part of the whole thing, or do you think more of their athleticism testing is, testing their athletic prowess is the most important? I'm going to say I think the meetings are, but what do you think, Sean?
And I think the meetings are play a part of it, but the main thing is your how you perform with everybody, the pressure of scouts, the pressure of knowing that everything you're doing is basically being documented, and you got to go out there and perform at a high level. In fact, do the best you've ever done in your whole life to try to build and pave that path that you want to go through the NFL. So yeah, it's all about your attributes. You better be eating some good healthy food all week long. Stay hydrated, get lots of rest, and focus on that. That's from a player's point of view. And as for coaching, if you're a scout, yeah, I'm looking for the guy that's out there performing at the highest level with the least amount of stress. The guy that looks the most poised, relaxed, not
Mm-hmm.
stressing out, just because he's confident in himself. Those are the things I'd be looking for.
Yeah. What's up, Steeler Wade? Yeah, guys, I'm going to say what I was thinking with the meetings, why I said that was important was the part of the diva shit, like excluding those guys. Try to get like real smart, intelligent players. Try to get rid of that diva attitude. But I agree with you. You need to see that athleticism. You need to see those things. And you really need to watch their tape. After you get like, hey, I see this guy perform at the combine. I kind of like him. I think he is a good athlete. Now that's when you go back and you turn on those tapes, and that's when you really hammer it home, man. That's got to be your pattern anyway. Oh, beer mall. Did he? I did not notice. I don't know what a lot of these guys are divas. It was like it was what it is. That's why you need new, young, innovative coaches that can relate and mold these prospects. Main reason Saban and Belichick are gone. Can't pass on Caleb. I get what you're saying, but you don't kiss people's ass because you're never going to break the trend of the diva attitude. I am all on board with being friends, being cool. Well, maybe not necessarily friends with your players, but like being cool with them and relating to them. I'm all about that. But you have to have a line and a level of discipline at some level, man. You can't let it be a free for all. You saw the Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver room last year unravel a little bit with Frisbin Jackson at the helm. And that's why they got rid of him. He was more just a friend than he was a coach, So that kind of showed why they got rid of him.
What's up, Steeler Wade Show? Hey, I got something to bring up here. If you guys are interested in defensive backs, since defensive
Yeah,
backs
man.
were brought up, and that's a
Yeah.
potential thing. I got the top 10 fastest combine 40-yard dashes here for this year in the combine,
Uh-oh.
and it's all
All
from
right. Let's
defensive
hear
backs.
it.
Just in defensive backs. I'm going to start with. We'll start from 10. We got Chris Abrams Drainey from Missouri, and he ran a 4.44. Number 9, we got DJ James from Auburn. He ran a 4.42. 8, Max Melton. He's from Rutgers,
Uh-huh.
4.39. DeAndre Prince from Mississippi ran a 4.38. Then we got Daquan Hardy from Penn State with a 4.38. Wow, we got another 4.38 from Jarian Jones from Florida State. And then we got to the number 4. It's whoa, how do you even say that first name? We'll just say Pritchett from Auburn, 4.36. Then now here's the top 3. Number 3, DeCamerion Richardson from Mississippi State. He ran a 4.34. Number 2 is Quinion Mitchell from Toledo. He ran a 4.33. Now, the number 1 defensive back for the fastest 40-yard was Nate Wiggins out of Clemson with a 4.28, guys.
Wow, man. Those are some pretty impressive times. And there's a few of those guys on that list that the Pittsburgh Steelers were interviewing. That one being Quinion Mitchell. So maybe that could be a possibility. And he was what, a 4.3 guy. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Wow. Now, can they cover? Another good question. We'll see.
That's the biggest thing. Like I said, that back pedal, man. If you don't got that back pedal and you don't got that ability to turn, yeah, I don't care how fast you are. You know, you got to have that recovery move. You got to have that ability to run backwards and backpedal. And they emphasize that in a lot of drills there at the combine for the defensive backs, especially for the corners.
They had
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, the fastest defensive back, I'll just go to number 1, was Nate Wiggins from Clemson, the 4.28. So that's pretty crazy. What's up with Clemson, man? They got some fast guys, huh? And defensive lineman, you had Chop Robinson from Penn State, 4.48, and that's a defensive lineman running a 4.4. This is crazy,
that's
you guys.
That's fast as hell, dude. For a defensive lineman, that's fast as hell, man.
I can't even imagine.
Here's something, though. When you brought up the guy that ran the fastest 40 time, he was injured in doing so. At the combine, injured. Yeah.
And he still ran a 4.2.
He injured at running that 4.2.
Oh,
okay. Which was the best time among players to run the event so far. So we haven't seen quarterbacks, wideouts, things like that just yet. But he popped his groin and went into the training room right after he ran that 4.2. What was it? 4.2 something? 4.28. Yeah.
4.28. Yeah.
Yeah, was it worth it? I heard, yeah, you were right, Steven. Yeah, he did get injured. 24K. Yeah, Nate Wiggins ran the fastest, but he also ended up injured. Hip. Yeah, they said he popped his groin today. That's what they said.
Wow.
Oh, no, JD is saying it's a hip flexor. This article's saying that it was a pulled groin muscle, and that he went into the training room, and then let me see if there's any other information. No, just this article that I was reading says just a groin, but you guys may be right. It may be updated. Fast offensive league is going to become a commodity. You got to have speed and focus. Yeah, for sure. No doubt, Beer Malls. Absolutely. Little Yaya draft Kool-Aid McKinstry or sign a corner like L'Jarius Sneed. Yeah, but are the Steelers going to want to pay for top cornerback money when they could get maybe one of these guys in a deep cornerback class? We do say these classes are deep in certain areas a lot of the times, and they end up not being, but so far it seems that it's going to be. Yeah, we do. Here's a question. I don't know if I even asked this already. If you can lock down both sides of the field with guys that are good corners, one-on-one, guys that can be out on an island by themselves, like a Joey Porter Jr., guys that can do that one-on-one, tough man-on-man coverage, bump and run at the top. How doesn't that make the defense instantly better? That's my question. How can't that be one of your focuses in a pass-happy NFL? Would you agree, Sean? You get two corners like that. You got Joey and somebody else opposite. Do you think that makes the defense instantly better no matter what?
Absolutely, yes. Because then it doesn't matter. You can go ahead and run your little motions behind the line of scrimmage and try to switch it up on our DBs. It's like, choose your own poison. Who you want? Yeah. You want JPJ? You want Corey Trice? What's up? Bring it.
Yeah, anybody. Yeah, whoever's there. I hope Corey Trice does pan out, man. We all got high hopes for him. I hope he does get back. I really do. But like I was saying, the safety and shit. Like those guys can start to be more of a ball hawk. You don't have to double up on the edges with people. You don't have to put that safety help all the time over top of the corner. You don't have to give them that help all the time. You got guys that are able to play more free. I think it could just mean good things. It could take a little pressure off your inside linebackers, take a little pressure off the safeties, allow defense to play a little bit more fast and free and be a little bit more exotic maybe in their looks. I really think it could help. And I think cornerback would be a solid damn first round pick. I really do now, the more I'm thinking about it.
For sure, brother. Me too.
If you touch the receiver also, you're getting a flag, tough position. Yes, that's a bullshit part of it all. The pass interference is a little bit just too ticky-tacky touchy, man, for me. No doubt.
Yeah, it's probably, I'd say, the toughest position to play in the NFL. I bet that would be it.
And you got to be one of the best athletes on the field to be a top shelf corner. And it's probably one of the hardest, to play in that aspect for sure. Damn, I said it again. Damian McNeil. We need another JPJ. Yes, we do. Throat puncher instantly. I agree, man. I think so. Stephen Carper helps the front seven instantly. I agree, man. I think so. Me too. If Trice stays healthy, I think we get. Man, just imagine adding one of these top shelf corners this year out of the draft. You get one of these top level guys, and then you do have a Corey Trice pan out. Then you do have a Rush pan out, a guy that's already on the team that's like a practice squad type guy basically right now, unless he starts to develop a little bit more. Yes, they had him on the active roster some last year. That was more out of injury and things of that nature, but his level of play right now, we'll see how it pans out. But anyway, you have those guys. You now have a position that was very weak a year ago into something that is a major, major strength, man. Major strength. No doubt about it. All right. Anything else, Sean, that you're thinking or seeing? I'm just looking here.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Charles B? You're an Atlanta Falcons fan peeping in. Welcome to the chat, man. We welcome everybody here. And how you feeling about Justin Fields coming over there, brother?
He's coming. He's coming. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
D says, unless you George Pickens in the Bills game, then you aren't getting a flag. Yeah. I feel like some of the Steelers receivers don't get as many flags called for them. I felt like we got mugged a lot last year, especially GP, man. He definitely was. People draped on him, man, and they didn't get called.
Did. Absolutely.
I'm not just saying that because I'm a disgruntled fan, because I think the flags aren't the issue. They lost games. I'm just saying there are instances. I know that definitely could be the case. Shit. We saw in the Jags game, Kenny Pickett get killed, and they were like, oh, it's legal, bro. It's legal. Bro.
Yeah.
All legal.
24K Lightning. If the Steelers get a chance, I would take Zach Frazier over Jackson Powers Johnson. Frazier is a state champion wrestler. Once he gets his hands on you, he's not letting go. You know what? You may be right, bro. And you know what? I don't think you can go wrong with either of these guys. The top three centers in the draft are amazing, and you can't really go wrong. And any of these guys is going to be a huge step up from Mason Cole.
I love wrestlers, dude, that are offensive linemen or defensive linemen. I love it, man. Guys with a wrestling background, because one, they're mean as shit right off the bat. Wrestlers are mean dudes, man, when they get on that mat and they turn it on. But just the way they know how to manipulate their bodies, the way that they're strong at the point of attack, you can't go wrong with a guy that's a wrestler, man, especially in the trenches. That I think that's important. What were you talking about? It's spelled Sean or Sean, all respect. Oh, you're talking about the tackle, Wade? Steeler Wade, you're talking about the tackle, right? Put it in there and let me know if that's what you're talking about. Zach Robinson may be able to turn Fields into a real QB. Maybe, man. Yeah, he's down in Atlanta now. Nah, I hate to tell you, Charles, it's already a done deal. Falcons are getting Fields. I can say that with certainty. I really can. I know it's going to happen.
Did you hear about the general manager, Omar Khan, revealing future plans for Broderick Jones?
What do you say?
He basically said that they brought him in to be on the left side, and that's where he's going to be. He's going to be on the left side.
Well, that's good. I'm glad. Thank God.
and that's me just breaking it down for you guys instead of reading the whole article. Basically, what they're saying is they want to see Broderick Jones go to the left tackle spot.
Yeah, and that's a necessity. Steeler Wade, the guy I brought up earlier in the week, his name is Zinter. He is not the center. And I forgot to emphasize that. He's a guy that I feel like can come into the NFL and he's a really super good guard, but I feel like he's going to have some position flexibility. He's built really well, and I think that he could really, really do some good things inside of the NFL. That's why I was talking about if you got I didn't phrase it right. You got to get a guy that's like him, that's flexible, a guy that if you're not getting one of the top guys, is what I'm saying at the center position specific. You need a guy that's going to be flexible, you're going to be able to do some things with, and just add more versatility to that line. Because if you do that and you add a guy like Zinter, you're going to be able to say to a guy maybe like James Daniels, hey, why don't you slide over to center, a position that you played at? Or, hey, Zinter, why don't you try to start taking some snaps at center? And maybe you could get a veteran to come in on a free agent deal or something. I'm just saying that would provide a lot of options with that guy, and he's super, super good in my opinion. The actual center for Michigan is the last name of Nugent, and I think he could do very well also. And I think you could get him in the mid rounds. I think you could. I really do.
Nugent, huh? I'll be darned.
Yeah, I believe I'm right. Now I could be wrong. I think his name's Nugent. Broad
I'll
at
be
right
looking.
tackle. I can't get down with that throat puncher. I got to say he got to be back in his more natural position. Dan Moore Jr. I don't feel like played good enough to be at that left tackle spot. I think you need to get a young Broderick Jones in there and solidify that position for years to come. And I think you need to go out there and couple him with another young stud guy on the right side through this draft. That's just my opinion. But you could be right. I mean, maybe he does end up having a big, long career. But you're liking, oh, you like a more. You think I need to work on his agility. Yeah, he could improve, throat puncher. Um, I just didn't like him that much. That's why I'm saying, just like future plans, I'm thinking like kick back over Broderick, man. And then you're hearing Omar say that they have plans to kick him up with Sean brought. Dan Moore needs to go. See, yeah, a lot of people are not sold on him. D, sorry, gentlemen, I gotta bounce. Gotta give the kids some attention. Great show as always. All right, D, later, bro. See you,
Later,
man.
brother. Yeah.
Keep going, man. All right, Sean, you can read some, man. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I was actually just looking at, somebody brought up something about the linebackers, that we need a stud at the linebacker position. And I agree, man. We need some dogs at the inside linebacker. Thanks, Damian McNeil. I agree, too, man. We need that. And I actually just pulled up a list of some top linebackers. And the top one, number one, of course, is Edgerrin Cooper from Texas. And man, wouldn't it be cool to get one of these guys, or Jeremiah Trotter, Deontay Lawson, Jalen Ford? Man, yeah, there's some good guys. I mean, Colson, Junior Colson from Michigan. I remember bringing him
Yeah,
up the other week, man. These guys, there's some studs out there to bring in, and we may just get one of these guys. We'll see. We'll see if they
yeah.
get there.
Steeler Wade saying that Broderick Jones is much better at rush work than pass pro, which is all left tackle. I think he definitely could improve on pass pro, but he was definitely better at the rush game for sure. And I just think he needs to be back in his more natural spot. Beer Mall's best Brody moment last year was him picking up Kenny's helmet before. Oh yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt that was cool. No
little,
doubt.
little, yeah, yeah. We have the Shazier curse says, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
hate to call it a curse, but
yeah, me too.
Shazier, he's one of those like generational like type of defenders, a
Hmm.
player. There's only one of those guys every few years, and if you're lucky to get one, boy, are they have a high impact on a team. And and you're right. Ever since we lost him, we haven't found that inside linebacker to come in and really fill those shoes. I don't know if you
No.
can. Those Buckeyes, man, are the real deal, and he was special.
Yeah, he was nice, man, no doubt. And I'm looking at some of the linebackers now that when you were bringing that up, that we need, these guys,
Yeah,
there's definitely some guys out there that you can get that are projected to be, day two guys. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely options out there, guys, for sure. But there's one thing, you don't know what's going to happen with Cole Holcomb's injury. We don't know, that
Yeah,
kind of shit. Are they going to be able to maybe bring Quan Alexander back if he's healthy?
good
Um,
question.
those types of things that we got to ask ourselves also if that's going to be in their plans because, they got to save money in certain areas also. You're going to have to weigh out these things. Lance Zerline as Cooper, as the third rated linebacker with Michigan's Junior Colson as the top prospect at the position. But Edrin Cooper of Texas A&M, he's ranked up there pretty high, So these guys
Super,
are
yeah,
out there. There's guys
yeah.
out there, man. For sure. Definitely guys out there.
Definitely
I'm
got
looking
some
at all of them.
choices to make. Yeah, man,
Yeah.
what a fun job those guys might, have to go out there and try to find these talents and bring them in and watch them
Yeah.
produce. And
No
yeah, throat
shit.
puncher, man, I miss Shazier too, bro. I was a big fan of him. I'd like to talk about him for a quick second, man. I love the way that Shazier used to come out on the field, no shirt on in the snow, kind of carry on the tradition from James Harrison that he started. And he used to post things on social media, and it showed like a picture of a pack of lions eating like a zebra or a gazelle, and their faces are all covered in
Yeah.
blood. And he would say it's feeding time right before they went out the tunnel onto the field, and that
Yeah.
was awesome. That's how you knew, man, you're in
Yeah.
for war. These guys are coming out here for blood, and yeah, we need another dog like that. Hell yeah, I
I
miss
love
that.
Shazier. No doubt. I agree. Thank you, Damian McNeil. I appreciate that, man. We appreciate you and salute to Arkansas, man. Thank you. But yeah, you're right, man. Dude, Ryan Shazier was just different. He had a good recovery speed. He was able to cover. He could play the run when he needed to. He could do things, blitz. Just a special guy, man. He could do it all. I really like the way he played. And it's hard to replace a guy like that. It really, really is, man. And you go back years earlier with guys just have never developed quite well, It's just or later rather, guys like they've tried to replace him with. So it's just been failed experiments there for now anyway.
Yeah,
Shazier was the game changer, absolutely. I think there is a cool ass gamble at inside linebacker from my Southwest Michigan NDs. Um, Yeah, I heard about that too, Steeler Wade. I can't pronounce his name. Maurice Lufa Liufa. I have heard that he's decent and that could be a sleeper pick, I think. I thought I heard. Yeah, I love
let's
that beast mode beer, Miles. Yeah, no doubt, man.
bringing them up.
Love me some Arkansas football. Arkansas football used to be nasty back in the day. Who they have? They had a running back tandem or guy down there that ended up being really good, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head. A guy that
From
came into the
Arkansas.
league. Yeah, what was his name? I can't remember. But he came into the league, played, a little bit, was decent. Sorry guys, Mark Malone guy was like Palomalu who had to have a play, game on the line in the fourth, dude forced a fumble, picked off. Yeah, just all around the ball. I think that's what you really got to look for, guys. When you're evaluating these players, you want guys that are just flying around out there. You want guys that are not just waiting for plays to develop in front of them. You want guys that are going out there and making shit happen, changing shit, making things different. That's where I'm really, that's what I'm looking for if I'm a scout. I'm looking for guys that make the game change because of their presence, period. That's what I'm looking for. Guys that make a difference. I don't know how to describe it. It's something that's just, you either have that playmaking ability or you don't. And
When you
there's,
bring
there, yeah.
when you bring that up, the guy that came to my mind recently is Landon Roberts. That guy was flying all over the defensive side of the ball
Yeah.
and just making plays all over the field. And yeah, that's exactly what I like too, man. That guy he was all over the place. Love it.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, guys, thank you for joining us here on Mike Drop Sports. We're going to keep going for a little bit longer. This is Steel City Live, our show that we do live here on the channel. We appreciate y'all stopping through. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. If you want to hit like, just clear off the live chat for a second. Hit that like button, then pop the chat right back on by hitting the comments section, and you'll be right back with us here. And it's so easy to hit that like button, and it's free, and it's easy, and it's just free. Did I say that? It's free. It definitely is free. So make sure you hit it, guys, for sure.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh boy,
Dude,
how many dollars would we have, man? We're gonna have new equipment
50.
quick.
50, bro. I'm into this show for $50. Instead of making money, I'm losing money now, guys, because I gotta quit saying for sure, for sure. Like, dude, smack the shit. I wish you were here beside me, so literally you could just smack the shit out of me
bro,
every time I
bro.
say it.
I would just dump the jar right in front of you, fill them up.
I wouldn't even be paying attention, and I would say, "Yeah, Sean, for sure." And you could just smack the fuck out of me, crush me, man, nail me.
Oh my god, brother. Need to so
Thanks, Steeler Wade. I appreciate that.
yeah,
I
man.
appreciate that, man.
It's a lot of fun to
Thanks.
come on here and talk football with you guys. You guys are a good time.
Hell yeah. Me and a cornerback like him makes the linebackers look much better. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying, throat puncher. Two good corners. JPJ, you find yourself another one, man. This brand of football on defense in Pittsburgh goes from good to, pretty good
Mediocre,
to
yeah.
elite, dude. I'm telling you, it goes to elite instantly. When you can control those edges, you can control those edges. That's two spots on the field that you're locking down with two players. You're not needing to put that safety over the top. Minka's not going to have to go out there and give help to the corners all the time. He's going to be able to do what? Undercut footballs, cause turnovers, make big hits, cause some fumbles across the middle when guys catch the ball, break up some passes. He's going to be able to do what Minka is brought in to do, is be special and get down in the box and do different things. You got to have those elite edge guys. You have to have elite edge pass rushers and elite cornerbacks, man. And I think your defense could really make some damn waves when you got an all-pro safety like Minka Fitzpatrick on the back end, man. I really,
And
really do.
and you already have the two elite edge rushers holding down
Yeah,
those edges. Then you add on the two other edges. Boy,
yeah.
yeah, that's going to be the best defense in the league, real fast, instantly, like you guys say, instantly.
Mm-hmm. And here's another thought I'm not sure that anybody's thinking about. These are just off the wall thoughts, guys. I could be freaking dead wrong. And typically, I probably am. But here's the thought. Everybody wants to see a guy like Nick Herbig get in there and run around from the middle linebacker position and just get tried out, just get trotted out there so he can be on the field to make plays because he seems to be a playmaker. You have two elite cornerbacks. What about throwing a guy out there like Herbig and letting him run all over the place like a freaking wild man? He's bound to make some plays when you don't have to worry about, double covering this guy, doing this to this guy. You can just play man up on the outsides, man. You're in a 5 receiver set. You already got two guys taken care of. Now you just cover the other ones with 6 other guys, Come on. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
It just makes sense to me. It just makes it exciting to me for some reason. I think you could do so much. I just think it would be something so special that we're just not maybe getting right now when you had a dinosaur like Patrick Peterson that's old. I mean, he lost a step. Or Levi Wallace just wasn't as good as we all hoped. But you have a stud out there, another superstar, man. I don't know. Man, would that be fun to watch?
well, you might just get it.
Um,
We'll see. Omar Khan's got a chance to really prove himself once again. Let's hope he does it.
no doubt. Sorry if I missed your chats, guys. I'm just rambling on here. JD, but the NFL needs to allow defenses to play. That's the thing, man. This isn't a
Hmm.
defensive league, bro. This is offense, 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 and the rules are geared toward it. Okay,
Yeah,
no doubt.
absolutely. Farmer Junior 81. Who's the top MLB in the draft? Well,
Oh
we kind of
shit.
went over that a little bit. I named off a few names. I'll name them off again, just a few. But you're looking at Jeremiah Trotter from Clemson, Tommy Eichenberg from Ohio State. Um, you got Jalen Ford from Texas, Junior Colson from Michigan. These are the guys that are going to be, that are probably
Yeah.
going to go first when it comes to linebackers.
Yeah. Stephen Carpenter asked what we thought maybe about a trade back from pick 20 if JPJ isn't there, Jackson Powers Johnson, the center. And I got to say to you, I wouldn't be pissed about it, Stephen, for exactly what you're saying there. You get that extra mid-round pick. You already have 2 fourth-round picks. And say you do acquire maybe an extra second or something to trade back from that number 20 spot back into the second round or something. And you get that extra second round pick. Then you take both of your second round picks, or your second and one of your fourth round picks, probably your second, and pick 120, the pick that you gained from this trade. And then you move up high into the top couple picks of the second round. You get yourself a Zach Frazier, and then you pick up yourself a corner or a wide receiver or middle linebacker, whatever else with your other second round pick. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that
You
would
never
work.
you never do know, and that's the fun of it.
It would depend on what you would get for it. It'd have to be something that really makes sense. Like I'm saying there, and I may have messed up pick numbers and shit. It wasn't a definitive thing. It was just saying like, yeah, if you gathered this many picks, you make some moves. Yeah, if you could get a couple extra picks to make another move, but you're gonna have to make another move because sitting at 51, trading back and then not being any higher than 51, I think would be a mistake. That's just me.
Very possibly,
Uh,
bro. You
Yeah,
never
I
know.
like the West Virginia center. Steelers are looking at early wide receiver smoke. Make a wide receiver run in the draft, a better cornerback center. I think they could take a wide receiver at some point. I'm not sure that it would be round 1 or 2. It would have to be an elite guy, but I don't see them having the chance maybe to grab that guy that maybe would overshadow a center or a cornerback for them. Um, or even a tackle maybe early. But I think you're right, Wade. They will get a wide receiver somewhere. I think so. What about you, Sean? Do you think they're going to get a wide receiver in this draft? I definitely do.
I think so too, and I kind of see them maybe possibly parting ways with Deontay soon too. I don't know. I something inside just tells me he might be going. We don't know. We'll see. Might get another year. I don't know.
Yeah. Farmer Jr. says you need those guys in the middle to turn out to be like Harrison and Ray Lewis, that type of player. I agree. That's
Oh,
where what you're looking for. Boy, that would be nice. Shazier can't be a curse for the position for us now. It used to be one of our strengths. Yeah, linebacker's always been a Pittsburgh Steelers tradition. Good linebacking play. And yeah, we can't let that become a curse. Not at all.
no way. With this draft this year, I see us getting one of these studs, and I'm also a big fan of what I saw in Holcomb, and he might come back and go out there and pick up right where he left off. Hopefully, let's see.
Yeah, that was a devastating injury. I don't even ever want to rewatch it again. That was nasty. I think it's going to have some trouble coming back. I don't think
It
he'll
was
be
a
ready
bad
for the
one.
beginning of the season. Yeah, I don't. Steeler
Uh,
Wade says he never is a fan of trading back. Give me 3 stars in the in the draft. Yeah, Steeler Wade. I feel like if you can get 3 contributors out of the draft that will contribute the first year on the team, and you get that every year, that type of production from your general manager and your coaching staff. That's a fucking win, bro. Excuse my French. That's a big win, man. Most teams don't have that happen. Guys early and often contributing. Those are big time drafts, man, to get 3, 4 guys out of that. And Omar Khan had that last year.
yeah.
No doubt.
Abe Anderson in the chat says, "What's up, homies? How you doing, Abe? How you doing,
Oh,
brother?
Abe
Welcome
is
back.
back.
Welcome
Give
back."
yourself a round of applause, Abe. Kenny's girlfriend is back. Abe is in the chat. What is up, Abe? We are glad to have you. And we won't even put you in timeout tonight, Abe. You're free
Ah,
to go. You're free
yeah,
to let
buddy.
it rip, Abe.
Just go easy on the Kenny. We all know you love Kenny Pickett, brother. Let's move on from the
Yes.
discussion. Let's talk about the combine. Let's talk about the draft. Who do you want? Who do you want to see, Abe? Tell us who you'd like to see get drafted.
Hey, JD was telling Beer Malls, hey, he was watching some 70s content from Steelers defense, and the hits were like crazy. You don't see that no more, man. You make a hit like that nowadays, like they used to hit back then, you're getting a fine, you're getting a personal foul, and you're lucky to stay in the damn game. And I can tell you that for sure. Do you guys remember the hit that Quan Alexander placed on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers running back in the preseason? That was the cleanest hit, one of the cleanest hits, one of the most textbook hits I have seen in recent years. There wasn't no helmet to helmet contact, none of this
Right.
stupid ass shit. It was clean as hell. And instantly, because it was a hard hit, what happened? Flag, fine, whole 9 yards, just because it was a hard hit. Thankfully, the league was able to review that hit and take back that flag and take that fine back from Quan Alexander. And that was a
Even after
preseason game.
And those refs, they have the electronics and the capabilities to go back and watch these hits. And the
Yeah.
fact that we all saw that there was no helmet to helmet and they still followed through with that flag was just, it's disgusting. And that's what's ruining the game. You got to let these guys play defense, man. That was a clean hit and beautiful.
Yeah. Got to trade back as Pittsburgh needs draft capital and a real team need draft assets and get a starting lineup. Get a number 39 in round 2 and get Frazier. I don't think you get him, but you might get him there. You might. I think there's there's about 8 teams in the draft that are very center needy. I have a list here. I have to bring it up. I have a list of teams that really need centers. Get a cornerback at say 26 or an offensive tackle. Need those 3 inside linebackers and a wideout. Yeah, got to get a center this draft, at least in free agency somewhere. You got to find one. You got to find somebody that's going to be good. You got to have a cornerback in my eyes. I think you got to have a slot wide receiver or figure out that position. I think you have to add another wide receiver. I don't think Allen Robinson's the answer. Allen Robinson's the answer. I think you need a right tackle and you need inside linebacker help. And then I think you're gold. The quarterback too. We got to figure that out.
And you said tackle too, yeah.
Yeah, I like tackle. That right tackle is what you need. Abe
Mm-hmm.
Anderson in the chat says Steelers' smartest move in the draft would be Wiggins, the Clemson corner. You're probably damn right there. That would be a good pick, Abe. That'd be a real good pick, Abe.
It sure would. You wouldn't
I'm
hear me
not even
complain.
jacking your chain, Abe. I really like that one. I would
Yep.
love that.
Well,
He
then we'd
likes
have that.
Patrick Paul a lot too, from tackle from Houston.
Yeah, before you came in the show, Abe, we were talking about how if Pittsburgh had 2 lockdown corners, how that would instantly make the Pittsburgh defense elite.
Yeah, Steeler Wade says Holcomb will not be back. He will not be the player signed. He's already signed. That's the issue. They would have to let him go. Holcomb's under contract for the 2024 season. Yes, he's injured, so there would be some ways to recoup some of that and not have huge dead cap and shit like that, I believe. But I'm not exactly sure of the particulars. But he is definitely under contract for the 2024 season. So he would be a guy brought back if he was healthy, but they could release him too. So yeah, we don't know just yet, Steeler Wade. We'll have to see how that one plays out, buddy. Farmer Junior 81, it's rigged. Jesse James will tell you. We're still on the Jesse James reaching over the freaking goal line shit versus the Patriots, man. Tell
Bro.
us we're salty fans without telling us we're salty fans. We are salty fans, and people hate us for it, guys. People hate the Steelers fan base. They say we're spoiled. They say we're whiners. No, we don't like being effing losers. That's what we don't like. Period. That ain't being spoiled, bro.
No, no, we have expectations. We know the standard, and maybe not everybody knows the standard, but us fans, we do.
Yeah, no shit. The standard is the standard. Quit being damn average, bro. Let's step
Yeah,
up our game and let's start trying to be winners at football. You know, the thing that you get paid to freaking do, win football games. Let's try that for a change. Let's just not be okay with being, man. You know,
mediocre.
buddy, I would love to have a 9-win season. I can tell you, man, that would really be special. And you know what? I want to have 17 of those seasons. I just want to have 17 10-win seasons. I think that would be fun. Said no one ever. Said no one
Right.
ever. You
Yeah.
know, I love sitting in week 18 of the NFL season, sitting there going, man, dude, we need this person to lose. We need this team to win. We need that team to lose. You know, in this wild and wacky scenario tomorrow, maybe if this team wins, you know, our team might be this. Bullshit, dude. Beat someone's
Yeah.
ass in the regular season and get us back in the game, man.
And none of us give a shit about this winning record during the regular season when it doesn't mean a damn thing at the when you go into the postseason and you're out wild card weekend. That none of it matters. Okay, Tomlin had another winning season, but didn't go anywhere in the postseason once again. We're over it. We've been over it. It's time to get deep into the postseason, get back in the big game.
No doubt. Later on, Steeler Wade. Thanks for coming, buddy. We appreciate you saying that, man. Good luck. Have fun with the wife, bro. It's the
Yeah.
weekend, so good luck.
Enjoy your weekend, brother.
Manning is considered great, and he only has 2 Super Bowls. Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
Dakota Wright, what's up, man? Beer Malls watching Chad Johnson get popped going across the middle was like ATD for me. Debo destroying some quarterback souls. Man, dude, I don't know about you guys, but I miss that. Beer Malls, just like you say, you miss that. I miss the shit out of Debo beating people into the ground. Some
Love
of
that
them
guy.
hits he laid. Oh my God. Do
He
you
was awesome.
imagine? Do you imagine Sean Debo playing today? How a prime Debo playing today?
He
I don't
wouldn't
think he would get
because
a paycheck, bro.
dude, I remember Goodell and them. They were targeting him years ago before it even got to where it's at today. There's no way he would last. And today, the guy he would clean your clock if he hit you. And I will
Man,
never forget that game against the Browns when he went out there and just
oh yeah,
destroyed Cribs. You guys remember
oh
that hit? Oh
yeah,
my
bent him in
God!
half. He bent him in half. I
Oh,
thought he killed him. I thought he killed him.
I did too. I was at a brewery when that game was going on. We were watching it, and there was these Browns fans, and they were sitting like the next table over, and I was with me and my Steeler buddies, and bro, did we let them have it after that
Oh, dude.
hit?
I don't remember where it was, but I just remember saying out loud, "He effing killed him. He's dead." I just really thought that. Abe, did
Yeah,
you
that was
play for the
awesome.
University of Tulsa? Abe, are you a Tulsa football player? Be honest, Abe. All
Yeah,
right.
Josh Gibbs
Yeah.
got jacked up. Says Bill Malls. Yes, he did, and I think that's when they even had that segment called "Jacked Up." You guys remember that? I think it was with Warren Sapp and a few others. They'd pick all the hardest hits of the week on that weekend, and they put them on a highlight reel. And I used to always look forward to watching those.
Hey, listen to this. Jenny's girlfriend, Abe, he played for Tulsa.
He did.
Abe, I just told Sean on the phone today that I really liked you, Abe. That you came back and redeemed yourself. So I just want to give you another round of applause, buddy. And you're a college football player. Good job, Abe. Appreciate you, buddy.
That's
He's a
funny.
Bears fan, but came
I
across
thought
this randomly, and I like you. Well, we like you too, Abe.
we do like you, Abe. I thought you were a Browns fan because you were like complimenting the Browns a few times.
No, he's a Bears fan, he says.
I'll be darned.
And that we are very, very, very sorry for that you are a Bears fan. I know there are several of you guys. I have many of you, and I like to have you. But I feel
Things
bad for you guys the way the path that organization is taking.
but it's looking like things will get better. You guys traded Justin Fields, and you're not going to have
Well, they
that
haven't traded him yet.
fumbleitis.
It's not
Well,
official yet.
true,
Not
but
official. We'll
but
see.
man, the guy's going on social media saying I'm going home and celebrate.
Yeah.
You got to think he knows something we don't know. I bet you that.
When Las Vegas puts the odds out there, brother, it's go time. You know it's happening. They know more than we do.
Absolutely, the good old days. He
What is
got
the
jacked
most
up.
famous person you had on this podcast? Buddy, it's Sean from Hawaii.
Oh, no. No, you know what? I
Bro,
can tell you right now. Jason over here on Mike Drop Sports was endorsed by Jeff Reed, the two-time Super Bowl champ
there you
kicker for the
go.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Guys, check him
There
out.
you go.
It's on the
That's my most famous endorsement. It wasn't from no scrub. It's from a two-time Super Bowl champ with a ring on at that time, with
two.
that big nugget on there. Yeah. Just
Yep.
saying. Hey, we'll get some endorsements here. Miss Pittsburgh, that was the
It's,
good old days. I used to love them hits. You're right, Miss Pittsburgh. Those were awesome, man. Sean, are you back?
yeah, I'm back, brother.
You vanished, bro. You vanished, and then you popped back up. You were like freaking Houdini.
Sometimes I
No,
have to
they
do
didn't
that, brother.
trade him already, Braves country. He's not traded, but he's coming down your way, Braves country, for sure. He's coming down there. It's all but done. It's just we don't know what the compensation's going to be, but it's a done deal. I can tell you that for sure. Tell that to Claypool. Claypool sucks ass. Thank God we got rid of him. He went to the Bears, and boy, that started a bad slide for him, huh?
Man, that was a slope he went on for sure, and it was a fast one. He just
Fields
never
is still the
produced.
quarterback there, Sam. He's just not yet. Dude, Claypool, I just don't know, man. With the body size he had, I just don't get how he wasn't more successful. I don't know. We had shitty quarterback play though too. I get that. Abe, do people still call it Heinz Field? I will always call it Heinz Field, Abe. I definitely will. I don't like. I just. I. It's not that I don't like Acrisure. It's just I'm so used to Heinz, and Heinz was a Pittsburgh company. That's why I don't know. I get on board with that kind of stuff.
I still call it Heinz Field to this day, and I think the red zone is called the Heinz Field, right? The
Heinz,
Heinz,
Heinz Red
like
Zone, yeah,
yeah, the Heinz
yeah.
red zone. So they're going to carry that tradition somehow, some way.
Yeah, it's still throughout the stadium for sure. I'm an Atlanta fan. I wouldn't mind Fields coming to play here. You can have him. His 38 freaking fumbles, his freaking gazillion interceptions,
Yeah,
his horrible completion rate. You can have that. Now, I will say this. I think the guy that you now have down there from the Rams, I think he's going to be able to make Fields a ball player. I think that definitely that he'll have some help down there. I think they have a great offensive line in Atlanta. I think they have a run game. I think they have, good tight end. I think they could do some good things in Atlanta with Justin Fields. I just don't think that he would fit as a Pittsburgh Steeler, and that's why it's so against it. I just think it wasn't a Steeler type move that they needed to make. Fields makes a lot of sense inside of an Atlanta offense, just with the way they're set up.
Sam Mason says, so who's the quarterback right now? Right now, it's Kenny Pickett, brother. That's the only one we got right now that's going to be starting for sure
Hey,
next year. We don't know about Mason right now.
hey guys, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna go get something. Sean, you can talk for a minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you got it, brother. So yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought there, and then Sam Mason. Let me get back to that. Sam Mason. So who's the better? Yeah. So right now we're rolling with Kenny Pickett, brother, and what they're trying to do is they're hoping that Mason's going to stick around and sign again and have another quarterback competition. But we'll see how that
All
pans
right,
out. Oh, here we go.
I'm back. I'm back. Sorry. All right, guys. I had this on my wall. Can you guys see it?
Yep. Oh,
It is like new. It's the
I know
James
it.
Harrison picture from Super Bowl 43. Um, I was going to do some way of giving this away to somebody. I don't know. I wouldn't charge anybody for it, but there's got to be some way that I can make a raffle. But would you guys think that would be cool to get this in the mail? What do you think? I think it's pretty neat. I'm going to try to get it signed, but we'll see. But that was something that I had. Would anybody be I'm going to try to figure out how to raffle that off to one of our subscribers. That'd be cool. What do you think,
That is
Sean?
cool. I think that's a really cool idea, bro. And that as soon as you showed me that, it took me about 5 seconds, but after about 5 seconds
Iconic.
looking at, I know exactly what play that was, and that
Yes.
could arguably be the greatest play in Super Bowl history, right there.
Yeah. I got to figure that out. I got to figure out how to do that. I got to figure out a way. That's what I got to do. People like it. Yeah. See, I think it would be a cool piece of memorabilia. I think it would be a cool thing for somebody to have to hang up, man. I definitely do. And it's one of those plays that's absolutely iconic. Um, yeah, we need to do
Yeah,
it.
iconic, greatest play in Super
Uh,
Bowl history. Yeah, bro.
Also, I have something else that I was wanting to do to give away. I have three of them. I have three of the very first print, the originals, like the ones with Myron Cope Terrible Towel on them, like the originals. I want to give one of those away. It's an old towel, but somebody might like to have it. It'd be cool. What's up, Legends Edits? You're back. Good, congrats, bro. We appreciate having you. Oh my God, Super Bowl 43 was the best. I went to go get a tattoo on my forearm. Was Super Bowl 43 when they first won that game. Oh my God, that was awesome. Super Bowl 43 is Troy Polamalu's number. Yeah, there's a lot of things that aligned that day. Definitely. No pepper tonight. What's that mean, Roberto? I'm not sure. I love
I thought
Myron Cope too.
I thought
Guys, let's
Pepper was
talk
like your
about
dog.
that. Oh no. My dog's name's Nala, the one that shits her pants over here all the time. And she is laying right there, about tripped over when I come out of my little booth. She was right there waiting for her daddy. She can't live without me for more than 10 minutes. So she's over there, she's listening. Now, if anybody get lippy, she'd come over here and wonder who was looking or who was messing with me. She is like super protective. I don't know why. She hears your voice be weird to me, and she's like perked up, ready to go. I have no clue. She's obsessed with me. It's like that song, Mariah Carey. Why are you so obsessed with me? Ba 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 ba. I should be a singer, guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we put
awesome.
in on so much for a ticket, and then you just put names in a hat and draw them. Yeah, we could. We could put. That's what we're gonna do. Starting next show, I'm gonna figure out a way that everybody comes into live chat and says something. We'll say we'll make a hashtag of some sort. Everybody that comes and puts a certain hashtag, I'll figure it out. They'll put it in the chat, and we'll go through, or maybe even after the show, because the live chat I can't see usually. After the show's over, maybe in the shows, like once it's like uploaded, you put something in your name and a hashtag, and then I'll put that as an entry, and I'll write them all down, and I'll put them in a bucket, and then I'll have my kid pull one out. That's what we'll do. I think that would be cool. What do you
It's
think,
good.
Sean?
I think that's a good idea. That'll bring a lot of excitement to an episode too. Maybe get to see a winner pop up here. That'd be fun to watch.
Joshua Shields says that was the most memorable game of his life as a teenager. Yeah, no doubt.
It was very
Uh,
memorable.
yeah. By the way,
I,
good evening, Joshua. Thank you. Go ahead, man.
oh, no, nothing. I was just listening to what you're saying, and yeah, I can't agree more. That game was so exciting. I remember
Yeah.
exactly where I was and what I was doing, and that day. And I can't say that about every game that I've watched. It was very memorable.
Roberta, somebody was saying your name, and then I'm not. No, I asked Roberta what you were saying. No pep. You said no pepper tonight. I don't know what you was meaning. Marco Gomez, how's your day? Very good. How are you, man? All right, guys. Anything you guys want to talk about before we start wrapping this up? We've been going for 81 minutes. Yeah, just been a normal, slow Friday show. Just trying to bullshit about anything that's going on Pittsburgh Steelers wise, NFL wise. Joined by Sean here on Steel City Talk, only on Mike Drop Sports. Yeah, we're gonna figure out how to raffle that shit off. We're gonna do that, and that'll be Monday show. I'll announce that. Also, I have another announcement. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the show or the channel Steelers Nation Australia. Mark is going to come on with us Monday and join the show. And we're going to talk with Mark a little bit about Steelers football. And then Sean will be joining us hopefully Wednesday and Friday, maybe if he can. But for sure, usually on Wednesdays. And then hopefully Sean can join us on Fridays. What are you looking like next week, Sean?
Should be good to go, brother. Yeah, we're definitely going to be there on Wednesday, and then Friday is a good possibility. And that's exciting, man. I'm glad you're bringing the Australian Steelers fan on, man. That's going to
Yeah.
be a really fun episode, and I'm
Yeah,
looking
he's
forward to
cool.
hearing you guys.
Yeah, no doubt, man. We'll see how that goes, and we'll help each other out here. And I wanna start doing that maybe once a month or once every 2 months. Anybody that has a Steelers channel and they want to get a little bit of exposure, maybe bringing a guy on every once, every couple months or something like that. Just help out a little bit and try to help out our brother and or our sisters in making this Steelers content. So just a thought. All right, guys, let's wrap it up, Sean. I'm tired, dude. Let's wrap her up. How about it?
Okay, brother. Yeah, let's wrap it up. That was a good, fun show. Again, thanks, guys, for the comments. You guys really do make this show what it is. Without you guys, we would just be sitting here talking how we are. We're talking in front of you guys, but still, you guys bring all the fun to it. And I can't
Yeah.
thank you guys enough. And of course, thanks, Jason, for bringing me on Mike Drop Sports. It's a great
Throat
opportunity.
puncher. Throat puncher said another 100 minutes.
We wouldn't have a voice
Yeah,
left.
Roberta. Yeah, no shit. Throat puncher, he can talk football all night. Yeah, it was from Mark from the Australia channel. He's gonna come on Monday. Join us at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for that, guys. He'll be joining us live from Australia, and we'll be talking football. And then I'll be joined by Sean for the rest of the week.
Heck yeah, looking forward to it too. Abe, we know you love Kenny. That's why you're his girlfriend. We know.
I know. Abe, he's tripping, bro.
Yeah.
Remember, Abe was being so good. I got love for Abe. I can't even get mad at Abe anymore.
And we
Abe,
only mess with you if we love you, brother. It's fun
yeah.
having you in the chat, bro.
That's Jenny's girlfriend. We got to leave it alone. Jenny Two Gloves, Abe. They got a solid relationship together. They enjoy each other's company. They enjoy long walks on the beach. They enjoy candlelight dinners. You know, that they're very very good to each other. And dude, Abe got a guy that is making some money, and Abe's not going to let that go, guys. He's not going to
No
let
way.
that opportunity pass him by. You know. No, we
No
won't put you in
timeout.
timeout, Abe. You found a place in my heart, so now I feel bad for you. And Sean even likes you, and he's the one to put you in timeout.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Throat Puncher. It's good
of
talking with
course,
you
always.
guys.
You too,
JD,
man.
Beer Malls, Roberta, Steven Carpenter. You guys are all
Yeah,
awesome. Joshua Shields. Thanks,
hell
guys.
yeah. Don't forget to hit the shit out of that like button, guys, before you get out of here. That makes a big difference for your boys. All right, let's wrap it up, guys. So this is Steel City Live. I'm Jason, that's Sean, and we're here on Mike Drop Sports. So until next time, peace. See you,
Later,
Sean.
guys. Take care. Aloha.